music, music, and music. I'm Associate Professor Dr. Tengku Ahmad Shahrizal. I am an otorhinolaryngologist, or in simpler terms, an ear, nose, and throat and head and neck surgeon. And currently in the faculty, I'm taking up the position of the Deputy Dean of Student Affairs in the Faculty of Medicine. Initially, I wanted to be an astronaut and later an engineer, and factors were not pushing me towards those, but somehow things just flowed. And as I was not actually unlike my peers that I want to be rich or I want to be famous, and the things, the selflessness about being medicine, being in the field of medicine, kind of attracted me to it, and I feel like I would like to go home each day feeling that I've done something. So I think that's probably the main thing. Okay, a fun fact about my field, I think maybe it's not so much fun for somebody who's not an ENT surgeon, but what I love is because in the early part of your career, you're always choosing between should I go the medical route or the surgical route, and I love both facets of medicine, and ENT seem to be the perfect specialty which allows you to be deeply rooted in medicine and also surgical. What student affairs covers are what is not strictly academic. So whatever which is not strictly academic but is under the sun pretty much falls under the portfolio of student affairs. So just to pick from the top of my head, it's about character development of the students. So we want somebody who has a well-developed personality, attitudes, and you want them to be ethical. And if they do have other talents, we don't want them to be studying medicine and having to sacrifice their talents. If they are into sports, they're into the arts or anything, they should be able to continue with that. So while we cannot provide so much, but we wouldn't want to be an obstacle, but we would like to facilitate for them to continue their passion. Okay, the challenges, because student affairs is about dealing with people. So, and I think no matter what you do, I think managing people is not the easiest thing. Because it's not something which is that physical. So, but while I see that as a challenge, but that is I think that is the fun part of the challenge. We have to make them happy to come and see us. And we're open to anything. Like there are things which have been well established, like sporting activities, and be it within just the residential college or at the university level, or even intra-universities. And for instance, we have the MUNUS games, which is with the collaboration, sporting collaboration with NUS, Singapore. So sports have been well established. And then when it comes to the arts, performing arts, for instance, even at level, we have the Festival Seni, which takes place every year, and where all the students compete. And there are various categories, from traditional to contemporary, and we have faculty of Seni, creative, and then for those in fine arts. So I think it is hard for me to think if there is anything which doesn't support. So, but if they do have any passion, they can come to us, and we will try to find a way to help them pursue their passion for as far as possible. Basically, we engage with them through because we have a WhatsApp group where my assistant registrar and myself, we are in touch with the class representatives, and actually it's just frequent engagement. And sometimes I catch them in corridors, and I can say, hey, what about your problem the other day? Are you okay, with that, so I think it's important to let the students see that you don't have to be formal. You can just, it's a house. The faculty is like a house. Just come over and talk to us. When it comes to mental health, we have the expertise. We have a very, very close relationship with the Department of Psychological Medicine, and we have DCDE, where we have an assigned clinical psychologist and also a counselor, and we also have other counselors in the faculty which we'll be taking in, and so we're further ramifying the number of professionals who are there for our students, but it's not enough having the expertise, but we have been trying to tighten up the process of detecting problems and getting them treated. So there are students who come to see us, and within a few hours they have a referral letter from the faculty, sometimes to the specific psychiatrist or a psychologist. So we are also educating everyone, both students, academic. If you detect something which is not right, talk to them, approach them, and get their consent to come forward so that we can help them. So that is my worry, because we can be very fully equipped with all the professionals and the tight processes, but if they don't come forward, then so they must not fear. So I'm trying to get them to see the faculty as an open door place, rather than how we traditionally view faculty as some place which is sterile, and you only go there when you're in trouble. So that day off or time off, I think pretty much music. I love music, and I do play music as well. So mainly I play several instruments, but mainly the guitar is my main passion. So, and I even have a guitar in the office, so it helps to distress me. It's not that I get to pick it up often, but seeing it sitting there, that itself is like it calms me down. Memorable experience, I have many memories, but because I think probably because of my passion for music, I think back in the university days, we used to have a band which was not only comprising of medical students. I think I was the only medical student in the band, so the rest are students from engineering, and we have a band, and I was studying in the UK. I was in Sheffield University, so we used to tour. They have every university in the UK. I think they have the Malaysian Association there, so they have the Malaysian night. So we'll get on the cheap van, and put our instruments there, and then drive all throughout the UK and play, And sometimes we get paid, which was nice. So I think those are the things which went on as a medical student, which still retains its sweetness until today.